There we go, put my skis back. Perfect. Yeah, I went for a little ski this morning. Beautiful, beautiful snowy day here in February. Welcome back to Silverrun Forest. Right, as you can see, we do have the weather. So we will deal with that as we need. Luckily, we don't really have anything that will prevent us doing because of the snow. But we should have a look at our productions. Right, actually, let's look at the sheep as well. They're nearing needing water, but no matter there. Look at our productions. Right, lots of red. So, right, that's empty. This, we do have to go and shift some buckets and bathtubs, it would seem. Well, barrels as well. Here we have... Alright, that's all done. So we'll deactivate that. So we got loads of chairs, tables. We'll hang on to them till we know what we need to do with them. All of these are empty. That's fine. We will be doing some wood cutting today. And of course, the fabric wool is out. Well, I reckon we should probably... Oh, you know what? Let's also have a very quick look at the roller coaster. Oh, blimey. 2723. Oh, that's exciting. Right, well, by the time we're done dealing with the pallets at... Blimey. Oh, and I've passed it as well. Right. Too many machines. Right, well, we will get the lights on. So this is fine. We won't worry about these pallets because they're all no more producing, and I don't think I will bring anything more here to produce. As for the barrel factory, I don't think I'll bring anything over here as either, really. I mean, we've got so many of everything that we that we can produce here. Look at all these barrels. I've had to stack some as well. Right, we'll put this last one on. We haven't seen what the bathtubs look like just yet, so I'm kind of excited for that. As I said, I'm getting used to the loader. I'm not used to it yet, but it's just so much more versatile than you would initially think, I suppose. I don't know, it just turns so nice and everything. Although it can be a bit finicky when you're loading in this situation. It's wrong angles and whatnot, because of how versatile it is. Right, well, let me see. I'm excited. I just want to see the bathtubs. So we'll get this loaded. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know what to do with all these barrels. Can I sell some? Do we need some for the productions? I don't know. I do not know. Because I've got millions of barrels. I might as well start stacking them. Oh, have I? What have I done there? Oh, I've put them the wrong way round at the back. Right, I see what I've done. I've actually made two different shapes of piles, really. There we are. That is very handy. So we'll put these ones at the back here against the wall. Oh, hello. Right, well, enough faffing about with this. Perhaps we could even put this into a time-lapse of the loading. It could be quite nice. I'll try my best with it. Actually, that's what we will do. Because I do need to clear all these. But once they're cleared, at least they're cleared. Because we're done producing barrels and buckets, because we'll have enough. I guarantee we'll have enough to last us a long time, forever, perhaps. Right, get this last one on, and yeah, we'll stick this on a time lapse, and then we'll head to whatever other productions need looking after. Perhaps down to the roller coaster to see if it's finished, see what we need to bring there for the next step. Alright, well, we'll just let the next pallet load, which I hope is buckets, so we can triple stack the buckets. But look at that. Absolutely mental. That is lovely. I would definitely have a bath in that. Something you'd see Geralt having a bath in. Right. Where's my next pallet? Let's have a look here. Buckets are at max capacity as well, so they're full up still. I should have been moving the buckets, not the barrels. Right, they are storing. Oh, they're not spawning, that's why. Right, change output mode to... Oh, nope. Storing, I guess, the only option. Right, there they are. Right, this might take a minute, so I'm going to just do a few more loads off camera just to get the buckets done, and then we'll see you over at the roller coaster. Alright, well, we are here at the roller coaster now, as you can see it. Well, the roller coaster, but I'm sure it'll be fixed soon. Right, as you can see at the bottom right of your screen, we have many things to bring, so we essentially need a pallet of everything, but I don't know what it has. So I will speed up time a bit and have a weathered eye look at it. Here, we can do that right now, actually. Everything does seem to be going down, meaning we don't need to bring anything here. I'm going to try 6 times speed, find a nice middle ground between 10 and 5. Yeah, I don't think we have to bring anything at all. We just have to wait. It's a patience game now. We will head down here as well to check the boatyard. Planks are in short supply, as are planks... Nope, planks long are fine. Wood beams... Oh, the management of this is a bit finicky. It's just a bit difficult to see. Right, you know what we can bring down is some fabric. That's all we need. Fabric, and we do need some more metal. You know what I've just remembered? Right, let's very quick... Sorry, I'm jumping around all over the place. I will use this to load up a few pallets of metal. Oh, I should probably bring the lorry down first, because look here, we have those 3 pallets, but I have to bring them out very carefully as to not put them in the trigger. So I might... Yeah, it's not very much, but it's something. Let's see if... Oh, okay, never mind. Right, that was a good test. We'll just go back with this. What I will do is head down to the sheep and collect that fabric at least. Right. If not the metal, although it's very possible we will have some metal available to collect for the boatyard. So I'll have a look at that first, and then maybe we can just take the tractor down there. It is a bit slippery out, but I do like a nice winter drive. And then after that, what we're going to do is do some wood cuttings. We do need more items at the sawmill, so we will just do a few item deliveries, including the fabric here, and then we'll zip on down to the... Get the beacons on. We'll zip on down to the iron furnace as well, and we'll collect some metal. Alright, we've managed to get all the metal, I believe. Yes, we did get all the metal in. So now we have more than enough. And floor tiles, we are good. So all we need is that fabric. Oh no, fabric we have in storage. Nice. Another waiting game indeed. Right, we'll take this back to the sheep and then... Oops, sorry mate. And then we'll hop in to the forest. Oh, we should check on our new trees as well. See how they're getting on. Right, we'll see you there in a minute. So upon returning to the sheep here, I have noticed that they almost have another full pallet of wool ready to bring to the spinnery. So I will put this on, and I'll collect the other one as well. It'll probably be about, I'm going to guess about 400 and... I'm going to guess 476. 476, that's my guess. No, it was more like 600 something. I'm not complaining about it, that is fine. Because I believe, yeah, about that. Anyways, we've got 1458 litres of wool headed to the spinnery so that we can have more fabric for our future boats. Alright, just get those dropped off. Brilliant, we'll park this up and we'll see you in the forest. Alright, well we are in the foresty area now. We are going to just find as many of these biggest trees that we can do. As you can see, our trees are coming along nicely. They are filling in quite well. I don't know when they'll be ready to cut. I suppose any time that I want, really. They are probably not... well, they're not nearly ready, because I reckon they'll be very big trees when they are done. But in the meantime, though, at least we can cut down these other trees and just get a bit of a pile going, because we need... right, once the trees are cut, we'll look at where we need the trees to go. Because as of right now, I suppose the old sawmill's really the only one that needs trees. I suppose, but anyways, we will crack on with this because I am very excited as well to start farming on this map. I'm excited for the beautiful view of the waterfront field that we have, and we will be planting our sunflowers in March as well, so very soon indeed. Right, as long as these are relatively close together, it's fine, because the wheel loader we have is amazing. It's very, very good. Very high quality. So is this, to be honest, but yeah, it has its quirks as well. We'll crack on with this, stick it off in a time lapse. Again, as usual, we'll get a nice little pile cut, and then we can carry on with loading up the trailer. Alright, that's plenty of that. I'm sure you could see in the video how bad that spinning is, especially when trying to cut and put trees in a nice pile. So I'm fairly certain, because I don't have an answer of how to fix it yet, so I'm pretty certain I'm going to sell this machine just to get rid of it. I might switch to simply just a chainsaw or a different machine altogether. I will use the pallets that I have to grow a few more trees, so I'll rent that header machine one more time before we sell this thing. Right, it's just too annoying with the wheel, unfortunately. That has to be the reason, because because I'm using wheel to do all of it. Right, it's the only machine with an issue, so I will just sell it and then the issue is gone. But before we do that, I do need to collect these trees. And yes, when the ground is nice again and we're able to plant, I assume you wouldn't plant in the snow. You can't really do that. Whoops. Got to get nice and low into the ground. There we are. Yeah, this thing works beautifully for clearing, or well, rather gathering up the logs. Right, I'll focus on this. I'll get them into some nice piles, and then we'll collect the Volvo. Where is it? Oh, it's not at the old sawmill, actually, it's just nearby. So we will collect that, and once we get these all nicely loaded up, and then we'll, yeah, load them onto the trailer. Right, well, turns out we have we have a load of wood on the trailer, so I will actually just very, very cheekily head down to the old sawmill through this shortcut that I probably shouldn't have taken, and drop it off, and then we can actually come back and collect even more wood. I had no idea that we had this on here. I do not remember doing that. I know we did, but I think what happened was I was getting quite fussed with the whole spinning wheel thing again, so it just completely slipped my mind. But we are now on our way to the old sawmill, so we'll see you down there in a moment. Alright. So what I'm going to try and do here is unstrap now and just try and brake really hard and have them all slide out. Ah, yes, that's worked. Not at all. Not at all. Right, well, we do have to wait for this to process then, because we can't get the wood out unless I take it out myself, but that's a bit cheeky, that is. Don't know if this... yeah, I'm gonna get stuck in the snow anyways if I try and mess around with it. Oh, hello. Right, I'm gonna try and get these off. Oh, no, those are my tracks. I thought there was more logs in the water. Come on. Well, it's taking them slowly but surely. Oh, I thought it was nearly there. Right, we'll finish this, and then the next time we see you, we'll be back in the forest and we'll collect even more logs. Right, so I'll just position probably right here would be best, and very carefully load up potentially all of these logs. Oh my. Right, these stumps are getting a bit in the way now. What I might do is do what I've done with the other load and just leave it in the trailer for the time being, but not forget about it. Right, what have I done? I'm going to unload that. Yeah, I reckon a few of those would miss. I will tidy this up, but I don't think I'll be leaving... Right, yeah, this is a bit of a mess. I'm going to rearrange this. I don't think I'll be taking this to the old sawmill. I think, if anything... Oh, I've just brought it out. What have I done? Right, that one is going to be a bit of a pain to deal with, so I'll deal with it, and then we'll collect the rest. Right, well, that is a absolute mess, but all I have to do is really move that big one, those two big ones, and then and it should be fine. So I'll do that with the loader, and then... Right, I'll do that very quickly. I'll tuck these in here as well, and then I'll do that with the loader, and then... Oh, I don't think I need super strength for these anyways. Brilliant. And then, sorry, I'll bring it down to a production. Let's have a look at where we will be going, because... Right, where is the... Here we are. We have everything in, so we definitely need planks. We definitely need planks, so we'll start with just planks. Planks along and wood beams as well, but planks are definitely the primary. So we'll let that do its thing for a bit. And this is nice for money, but I'm going to focus my attention towards things that we need more importantly. But for now, I will just leave it in the trailer. So I'll tidy it up, and we'll see you in a moment. Alright, well, we'll just park it opposite here for now. At least we're all ready to go for when we actually need to bring more timber somewhere, because we do have quite a bit here. It doesn't really take that much to fill a trailer, and yeah, it seems we must have missed a bit of... There we are, that looks much better. Right, well, now that that's done, I would like to have a look at everything just to see how the boatyard and roller coaster are getting on. Right, still lots to do there. Boatyard, still lots to do there. And the sheep, they should be fine. Oh, you know what? I'll bring the... Right, here's what we'll do. Plan for the rest of the episode. We will feed the sheep, because they need feeding. And then we can look at moving into March, because I can't wait to get the arable started. Well, technically we've already started, but yes, very excited to get our sunflowers in the ground. Right, we'll get the sheep fed here. Well, I suppose we could give them each a bale as well. They've been very, very productive sheep. I don't think I need to take the weight off to connect to the trailer. So I'll try and do both. Yeah, let's see. Right. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I think I was taking it off every time before. Very unnecessary. Right, so we'll grab a bale for each pen, because they really don't need more than that. This bale will sit outside of the outside of their pen for some time before it's fully consumed anyways, so not a problem. Right, there we are. So we'll go put it head on, and then put as much water as we can in, and then just put that there for them. 7,500 litres, very big bale. Right, they definitely won't take it all. Right, get the water in. It's nice having a few animals on the farm. I do like... I don't think I would do a series with no animals. You know, have some sort of... Some sort of animal, I suppose. But for this series it will be just the sheep. I don't think we'll add any more animals in, as we are only really needing the sheep for their wool anyways. But it is still nice to have them. Right, we'll give them this last bale. Oh, it's very slippery. Blimey, is ever slippery. Now, I don't know if this is something that is... No, it looks like there is water. I was going to say, the water doesn't freeze, so it's not like we can... It's not like we can't get water for the sheep. I think we're fine to get water, yeah. I'm remembering a lot of little things about seasons in FS19. I'm pretty certain that water froze and you couldn't actually get water from the lakes or streams or anything if it was at a certain temperature below zero, which is pretty cool. Oh, there's a bloody tree there. Didn't see it. Right. Ah, yes, good old FS19 seasons, eh? Giants have done a good job, though, adding a lot of what Seasons did into their base game. There are a few things. The reason, for example, I'm not doing hay is because I don't have to. The grass does not rot away, which is actually a bit unfortunate, really, because it would be nice to have that mechanic in the game. But there were many little stipulations like that in Seasons. Like, you had to keep your bales under cover, or they would rot away regardless of whether they're hay or grass or whatever. You had to keep them under cover. Not silage bales, because obviously they're wrapped. They've got their own personal covers. But yeah, we are all done here. So we'll tuck everything away, and then we'll double check everything for February. And if everything checks out, then we'll see you in March. Alright, well, before we move on entirely, I was having a look in the sales, and I found something very interesting. Now, if we go here, we'll go all the way to the end, the weeder. Very interesting piece of machinery, because I've actually never used, not that I can remember, used the weeders for weeding. I've always sprayed the weeds off because I usually let them get too big. Although in Fruling and, well, this series will be the first with weeds, but Fruling I didn't have weeds on. I remember that. But I think we should purchase this. 150 horsepower, no problems there, but 15.2 meters. I think that's brilliant. And it'll save us from having to buy a sprayer because, and I'll show you why as well, they're a nice machine as well. It's not very, doesn't look very used at all. Anyways, the reason is because the planter in question that I'm looking to purchase, which is the John Deere 1720, it can run with the different fertilizer possibilities. So we'll have a look at all these when we need to purchase it, which will be probably in March, because then, well, we don't really need it now, and it might be on sale before that. So, anyways, there we have that purchased. Right, let's move on. Well, as you can see, we are still in February, and we are taking the Volvo and our massive trailer up to the mine. We do actually in fact need to source a bit more iron ore for the iron furnace, as you would. We'll also have to get the big wheel loader up there, which is no problem. The bucket is up there still, so all we have to do is take the other truck, the Volvo, and bring it up. So we'll do that, load up the trailer full of iron ore, bring it down to the iron furnace, and get it loaded up. I wanted to do it now, so that we don't have to sort of faff about with it in March, when we're doing all the other farming stuff. As well, I think I will pay out the remaining amount of the for the wheel loader, because we do have loads of money. So I bet you anything we'll still have £1 million once we pay that out. I'll feel better about it when it's paid out, at least. Alright, well, we finally made it up here with the wheel loader. It did take quite some time. It is a big machine after all. Right, we'll shut the engine off and we'll hop in here and we'll immediately start loading up the iron ore. The lorry's all ready. Actually, I might have to reposition it a bit back, but either way, we'll get this done in a nice little time lapse. Right, well, as you can see, we have completed all that. I'm still so impressed by this 10,000 litre bucket. It is immense, and even with the power of this wheel loader, it still likes to pick up the back end. It is quite something. Right, well, we will leave the whole setup here, actually, because we might come back round to do another trailer another time before we need the trailer for grain. But in the meantime, we'll take our 48,000 litres and we'll make our way back to the iron furnace. Right. Well, we will put as much as we can. I think the iron furnace holds 60,000 litres, and we have 48,000, so it won't fill it, but it will keep it nice and stocked. Oh, actually, it might fill it, because we currently have 7,000 litres in. Right, so we can watch it go up. Up, up, up it goes. I reckon there'll be a little bit left in it, just a bit though. Right, then we can park it back. Or we'll keep it here actually, because then we might rest, and then when we come back in March we can empty the trailer, if anything is left. Wow, it took it all. It took all of it. Brilliant. Well, the metal shall continue to be produced. Well, we are going to leave it there. Get a nice view of the iron furnace with the truck that's brought all the iron ore down. A bit hidden amongst the bushes there, but you get the picture. Oh my god, so many bushes and thickets. Right, Reed and Sons, beautiful. Alright, well, as always, thank you so much for watching this episode, and we'll be back. Actually, we'll be back a bit sooner than usual, because now the schedule will be changing. So from now on, Tuesdays and Thursdays is Silverrun Forest, and Saturdays will be the new series. So look forward to that. Right, thank you again for watching, and until next time, take care, and bye for now.